Economics is everywhere, and understanding economics can help you make better decisions and lead a happier life. These are the words of Tyler Cohn, an American economist and professor at George Mason University. But what do these words mean? Well, in the simplest terms, it means that you as an individual should learn about economics. Learning about economics can help you make your life easier. Economics is arguably the foundation of today's society. It affects the world as a whole. I am speaking here today in hopes that I will convince you to learn the basics of economics, not for my benefit, but for the benefit of yourself and society. As someone who has grown up in a middle-class household, I have had to work for everything I have. I understand that my financial decisions have impacts on my life. Because of this, I have chosen to obtain a grasp on economics. With a basic understanding of the concept, I've been able to make better and safer financial decisions for myself. It is never too late to learn about economics. I believe it is something that everyone should acquire knowledge about. Having knowledge on the subject will make your life better and help you understand the economy and how your financial decisions will impact your life. You might be thinking to yourself, why should I learn about economics? If that's the case, know you're not alone. There are many valid reasons as to why you should learn about basic economics. I will be discussing a few of those today. Having knowledge about economics will make a great difference in your life. It will help you make smarter and more beneficial financial decisions. Making better decisions can give you a better life overall, as well as a better life for your family. Economics is all around us. In a way, it is the foundation of our modern society. Understanding economics will make you a more well-rounded individual. When dealing with any investments, big or small, or let's say buying a house, economics affects all of these things. Learning economics is as easy as picking up a book or simply doing some research on the web. First off, learning basic economics will help you make wiser financial decisions. Economics affect everything financially, so what does this mean for you? Well, any financial decision you make will be impacted by economics, micro or macroeconomics. Because of this, it is quite beneficial to learn basic economics. Many people make poor financial decisions, but that can change. The average consumer needs an understanding of the most basic economic concepts, these being scarcity, supply and demand, costs and benefits, and lastly, purchasing power. In the simplest terms possible, scarcity is an economic problem where there is a limited amount of a certain resource. Supply and demand is how prices fluctuate based off of consumer demand, and cost and benefits is used to analyze which decision should be made in the market. And purchasing power is essentially the value of your money, which basically means how much you can buy with the amount of currency you obtain. Karen Anthony, a business tech analyst for the influencer.com, says the study of economics will help you make wise financial decisions, which can help you save money, increase your income, and improve your financial health. When you make financial decisions, think of your family. Learning basic economics will help you improve your life and, most importantly, the life of your family. Next, when you take time to learn a little about economics, you'll find that it can help you in living a better life. Financial Express, a business news platform, says that an everyday consumer will use economics for things such as health insurance, choosing jobs, and determining how to spend and save money. You may be wondering why all of these are good reasons to learn about economics. Well, all of these decisions are affected by economics. All of these issues are sometimes discussed by politicians we elect, and generally speaking, health insurance, for example, is a big debate in today's politics. I will talk more about politics and its relation to economics later. You as a United States citizen should be making a responsible choice by learning some basic economic principles. Your choices in financial interactions affect society as a whole. Thirdly, economics influence everything in our modern society, things such as politics. Because of this, it is important for citizens to learn about the subject. Learning about micro and macroeconomics will make you a more well-rounded and valuable member of society. Microeconomics is a branch of economics that affect smaller financial decisions of individuals. This concerns things such as consumer and producer surplus, supply and demand, etc. Because of these factors, it is important for you to gather more information on the subject. You might be wondering how this affects politics and the society we live in. Well, according to the American Economic Association, economics affects everyone's life. They affect financial decision making and shape public policy. In past elections, presidents have come out with economic plans. These plans sway the votes of citizens. But it is crucial that you understand economics to be able to truly understand these plans. It is the responsible thing to do. Aditya Chakraborty, a columnist of The Guardian, says that we need to democratize knowledge of economics. It is important that the American people are educated on the subject. Lastly, any large purchases or investments you make, big or small, will be affected by economics in one way or another. One type of purchase in particular, that being buying a house, something that affects many Americans. Any houses you own, any property, or any form of real estate will be affected by the economy. You may be wondering why having knowledge over economics will help you with these things. Well, the real estate market goes up and down. You need to know when the time is to buy and or sell. You don't want to spend too much or too little. You will want a fair price. In economics, there is something called interdependence. This basically means that effects on a person will affect another. For example, if there's a lack of jobs, then there will also be a lack of income. A great example of this is the 2007 recession. Will affect another. For example, if there's a lack of jobs, then there will also be a lack of income. A great example of this is the 2007 recession. It had devastating effects on the housing market. According to Sue Lynn Sasser, a writer for the Metro Family magazine, the downturn of the housing market today started with people buying more house than they could afford. With little to no knowledge on the subject of economics, these people took out large loans with payments they simply could not keep up with. I want you to take my words with you and seriously consider learning about economics. It is as easy as going online or simply reading a book, or perhaps you can take a class at your local college. The tools you have after learning about economics will make your life so much better. Your financial decisions will be greater than they were before. Most importantly, you and your family will live a better life. To quote Peter Schiff, my investment advice is rooted in my understanding of economics.